Hello there, everyone. Welcome to class. I'm Miss Faust. Please make sure you have your paper out and a pen or pencil. Yes, we are going to have a review. There is a final test coming up, folks. Yes, indeed. And your final test will be next class session. Yes, let me check to make sure. It's next class session, namely Wednesday, May 26th. Okay, folks? So please be prepared. So today's class session is all about finding out what we need to know in order to take the test. Are you ready? Do you have your paper ready? Yes, you're ready? You got your writing utensil all set to go? So you can jot down the information? Fantastic. So let's do it, folks. Let's do this. Okay. So I need you to review the following. I need you to review Auden's, what was it? What was the name of his poem? Yes, The Unknown Citizen. Neruda's The Enemy. Teos's, Lather and Nothing Else. Okay, and Achebe's, Marriage is a Private Affair. And then finally, Dance's Masada. So I want you to make sure you review your notes. Now, folks, if you don't have any notes, please go back over the videos where I talk about the reading selections. I am not so worried about the writers. Okay? Don't worry so much about them. But it would be good to know a little something about each and every one of them. You never know, it might come in handy, but don't spend your time going, okay, Dunce was she was from Germany, she did this and this. Achebe, okay, what country was he from? Oh my gosh, let me think. Nigeria, and he was responsible. No, he wasn't. He was very much into, tribes, yeah. I don't want you to, I want you to know the stories, the poems, seriously. But if you do know something about Dunce, okay, if you do know something about Neruda, it may help you. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. But don't spend your time, struggling with the writers, okay? / poets. Worry about the reading selections. And then, keep in mind, there are those videos. So if you didn't take notes, go back over the videos. And if you did take notes, there you go. But you just might want to look at the videos again, just in case. Refresh your memories. Okay? Be prepared for the test. Don't come unprepared, please. Also, go back over your literary elements, or elements of fiction, we sometimes call it. Okay? You might say, wait a minute, what was that again, Ms. Faust? Yes, think about setting. Think about simile. Think about irony. Think about point of view. Think about conflict. Those are literary elements. Please review those. Hopefully you have notes on those elements. Otherwise, yes, we did have videos, yeah. And then finally, review your punctuation. The 6 major punctuation marks. So what are we talking about? We are talking about the comma, the semicolon, the colon, the period, the question mark, and finally, an exclamation point. The 6 major punctuation marks. Please review them. Know them. Know how to use them properly, correctly. See, someone's going, yes, Miss Faust, will do. Great. Okay. And understand the literary elements. What does it mean when someone says, what is the theme of this story? Okay. What comes to mind when you're thinking theme? Okay, so you need to know definitions. It's hard to talk about something when you're going, I have no idea what point of view is. Hopefully I hit on it somewhere. No, it won't work. Okay? So yes, you've got to be able to share with me what you know regarding the reading selections, using the punctuation marks correctly and the like. The elements, yeah. So, are you ready for a quick review over some of the material? Okay, let's do it then. Okay, let's start with W.H. Auden. the unknown citizen. It starts right from the beginning with the poem that he's more or less known by what? By numbers and letters. So we have no idea who he is. Namely, we're talking name-wise. We don't really know who the speaker is. Probably a representative of the government. Okay, so it's a work having to do with people versus the government. And again, we talked about the fact that Auden would not be in favor of government telling you what you need to do every day in your life. What kind of a job, and should you talk to your colleagues? How many children should you have? What kinds of newspapers should you be reading? What kind of insurance should you have? Should you even have medical insurance? Okay. What kind of opinions should you have? Should you be in the military at some point in your life? So he's not in favor of that, but that's what we deal with. So our unknown citizen, in a sense, represents we the people, okay? Does exactly, doesn't he, what the government expects of him. And the irony of it all is, does the government even know how he feels? He's probably not in favor of going saying, well, government expects me to have so-and-so many children, so honey, we're going to have so-and-so many children. And the government expects me to retire at this and this age, so that's when I'm retiring. Okay? When we think of Neruda, with the enemy, again, we're talking political parties. Fascism versus communism. Who represented communism? The speaker, namely Neruda, because he was part of that party in Chile, right? Okay, it was actually a no-no. He had to leave his country, and he came back when he felt it was settled down and they weren't hunting down those who were communists. Okay, so we have the enemy, who is a different political party. They each have their own truth, don't they? Do they see eye to eye? No, they don't. One has his truth, the other one has his truth, and it's called, the enemy doesn't want to hear it. Nope, don't want to hear it. And the speaker realizes toward the end, hey, I'm just like my enemy. Do I really want to hear what he has to say? No, not really. Okay, we all have our points of view, our truths. And if you don't let others in and say, hey, I don't really agree with that, but I never thought of that point of view. That's something to think about. If we don't do that, that pushes people away, doesn't it? Okay. So, and everyone is really into that. People are being pushed away because we are with our own truth. That's it. We're stuck with it. Okay. Tejas, lather and nothing else. Battle scenes, war scenes, fighting, revolutionaries versus government. Okay, Barber, Captain Torres. One's so calm, the other one's just like, I'm sweating. Oh, better not put a nick in his. Oh my gosh, I gotta be careful when I shave and cut and all this stuff. Oh my gosh, if he bleeds. Oh, whoa. Okay, but I've got the enemy in front of me. My people would say, go for it. But if I do it as a barber, I'm a coward. But if I do it out in the street, maybe, then I'll be, a hero. Oh my gosh, no, I can't do it. I'm not a murderer. And of course, Captain Torres is just thinking in his head, I'm defenseless here. I don't have my holster, my gun, nothing's here. The whole time, the barber's worried. Probably Captain Torres was thinking too, maybe they're wrong about this barber. Maybe he will try to kill me. But he knows at the end, hey, it's not easy to kill, is it? And he is human. Captain Torres is not exactly the monster that he's portrayed to be, uncaring and not worried and not afraid. He is human. Okay, he is afraid. He is nervous. He just knows how to deal with it better than the barber, doesn't he? Okay. When we talk about Achebe, and when we talk about marriage as a private affair, it's definitely a private affair. Okay, the father has a hard time dealing with it because he represents the old world, the tribe, the Igbo. Basically, Achebe's own tribe. Old-fashioned ways. Father decides, actually parents decide who the son will marry. Whereas the son is going, no. I'm moving that way. Lagos, modern way of thinking. And if he's on leave, it represents he's in the military and the like. Different ways. He's getting a taste, a flavor of what it's like to be outside of the tribe, which is so narrow-minded, so stuck in his little boundaries, right? Okay, so OKK has a hard time dealing with his daughter-in-law. Never even sees her. And at the end, he realizes, oh my gosh, I could be dead and never have seen my grandsons. Let's not talk about the daughter-in-law. Forget about Nene. It's the grandsons I'd love to see. Okay, so ironic all this time. He's so stuck. Actually, they're both stuck. His son and the father. The son is, no, he's just as stubborn as no, I'm not marrying you. You're going, no, not marrying her. Don't love that woman. She was nasty to me when we were in school. I love Nene. I believe in love. Okay. And then you have Daniela Duns basing Masada off of the true history, the siege of Masada. You can understand the quiet that is felt by the speaker. Mountaintop, everything's quiet. It's cool up there. Birds screeching away. And you can just feel and hear those last moments of 960 people before the final end. You can hear the Romans smashing asunder, getting ready to climb in and do whatever. You can hear it, but you can feel it. And then you can definitely hear the quiet, which is what the Romans got. The quiet. No one to battle against them because they were all gone. In a sense. So you have that experience in Masada. You can experience it with the speaker, right? Okay. But the speaker, again, through the speaker, tells you there is hope. Despite the deaths, there is hope. Any questions? So yes, you need to understand the reading selections. You need to be able to share with me what you what you know, and so on and so on. So if you have any last minute questions, please contact me. Okay? And please don't forget your literary elements. What is theme? It's not the lesson taught. That's the moral. We always like to say that's the definition of it. It's the main point, main idea. What is Duns trying to tell you? Example. What is Duns trying to tell you in Masada? Right? Okay. So think about that. What is plot? What are two great parts that plot consists of? Conflict and climax. Conflict could be man versus man versus society, right? Nature. Okay. So, and self. All right. So think about that. Okay. And then climax, the high point, the most exciting. So you need to go refresh. When you think about the punctuation, when do you use semicolons? Two independent clauses, two complete thoughts. They're linked. In place of a period, you can use the semicolon. He saw the bird. Semicolon. He went over to it. Period. Okay. Colon for listing. She invited the following people to her graduation. Colon. Then list. Cindy. Period. Comma. James. Comma. And Michael. Okay. So go back over that. Refresh your memories. Okay. And as I said, final test is next class session, 26. So here's your assignment. Study for the final test. Please be prepared. If you have any problems or questions, contact me beforehand. Before next class session, please. So study. And we do have a daily question for you. Must have one more, at least one more. Okay. What is the worst name you have ever heard someone call their dog? You know, some people have really silly names, and you're going, "Oh, you call them what?" That you're going, "What? That's such an ugly name." Okay, the worst name you've ever heard someone call their dog. I hear like Beau, Beau. Some people think that's eek. Others say, hey, that's a nice name. Okay. So, all right. So that is your daily quick. Let me check if there's anything I may have forgotten to share with you today. No, that is it. So, be prepared. Okay. Study away. And I do wish you a fantastic day. Till next time. Bye-bye.